Hey guys, it's Shaniqua, aka Gemini Curls, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing a chunky twist out. My hair is in 8 twists, 4 on the right, 4 on the left, and obviously I'm slicking my edges right now. This scarf has been on for probably about 30 minutes because I was watching some YouTube videos. And I'm just going to take it out. I've never done a chunky twist out with this few twists. So you guys are going to see the results at the same time as me. So in my hair right now, all I have is grapeseed oil and shea butter. That's it. And as you can see, there's a really good hold here. Like the pattern has held really well. And it's super shiny and really soft. So that's awesome. And there you have it. Chunky twist out. Done very quickly. It took me like maybe 20 minutes to put in the twists. Normally when I do, back row, middle row, front, and then 2 more rows, it takes me about an hour to twist all of my hair up. So I really like the speed that came with this style. It really doesn't look bad at all. Okay, I'm going to try and get rid of the part in the back. I don't know if you all can see it, but I can feel it. I'm going to leave it parted in the front, and then from about there back, I'm just going to pick it apart. Well, not apart, but blend it. Okay, so I will see that footage later. Hopefully you guys can actually see what I did and it doesn't look too crazy. But I actually like this. One of my favorite channels on YouTube is the #1 ballerina. So One Ballerina. And she actually does her braid outs in 8 braids. And now that my hair is long enough that I can put it in 8 sections like that, I may try doing an 8 braid out and see, how my hair likes that. I just shampooed and conditioned and detangled my hair yesterday. I used my Carrots shampoo and conditioner, and then I followed up the Carrots conditioner with the Pantene Curly Series Dry to Moisturized conditioner to detangle with. So yeah, that's really it. And I actually really like this. I think in the future I'll definitely have conditioner in, because like I said, this was done on a whim to increase hold, but it's nice. I like it. So I've been promising you guys a length check for months now, and I'm so bad because I haven't done it, and I'm really sorry. So I decided to go ahead and do it today. So yay, I'm gonna see how many inches my hair is. So I'm gonna do it all official and use a tape measure. So I'm just gonna pull a hair from right in the front of the middle part. Okay. Oh gosh, it's so oily. And I'm gonna put it up here and stretch my hair out. And I'm right on the 10-inch mark, like exactly 10 inches right up in the front. So that's cool. 10 inches. Longer than that hair has ever been in my life before going natural. Let's see, where else? I always pull from like right behind my ear, so I'm going to take some of that hair And again, I'm going to put it up at the root and just stretch my hair out. Lost it for a second. Okay. Alright. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And this is 8.5. You can't see that, but yeah, well actually it's 8 5/8 is where my nail hit. So 8 5/8 right there. I'm going to do the other side. Okay. Up at the root. Stretch it out, stretch it out. And on this side, the longest hair hit at 9. But you know, that's, let me scrunch that back up. Okay. That's kind of random, you know, just random pulling, so it's probably a little more even than that. Let's see if I can do the center. When I try to measure like the back center, I look really, really crazy. So please forgive me. But my hair's not long enough that I can just, you know, reach up and get it. So I have to tilt my head back, and then that's not the middle. Okay. That feels closer to the middle. Now, I have my hair, but I can't measure this back part, so I'm just going to try and show you. And I probably shouldn't have worn a black tank top for this, but here, oh wow, that's almost my brush job. Right here, I hope you guys can see, but right here is where my hair hits, that middle part that I just stretched out. It's right there. So I really hope you guys can see this. Yeah, right there, okay? So that's my length check. Should I do anywhere else? I guess I'll do by my ears. Even though right by both of my ears, my hair is very thin. So I typically don't do length checks. Well, I mean, I don't ever do official length checks anyway, but when I'm just stretching my hair and looking at it, I really never use that hair. But I will for you guys. So that is right at the 8-inch mark. I'm messing my hair up, but I just took it down. I'm getting my tape measure all oily. It's all super shiny now. I'm gonna have to clean it. Okay, and let's do this side. Okay. And again, put it up at the roots and stretch the hair. And that side is 8 inches as well. So 10 inches in the front, 8 inches on the side. This side, back behind my ear, I measured, what was it, 8 5/8, and then over here it was almost 9. I don't remember. I'll remember when I look back at the footage. But yeah, so there's my official length check that I've been promising you guys for months, which I should have done forever ago and should do more regularly so I can actually monitor and track my growth. But I don't. I suck. I know. I'm bad. So yeah, that's that. Oh, while I'm here, I may as well do this other thing that I've been meaning to do. I don't know how many of you actually visit my blog, but I have a post on my blog where I basically talk about how I predicted how long it would take my hair to reach waist length. And I should be waist length by the time I'm about 3 to 3.5 years natural. And the way I did that, basically, your length comes from your bottom layers, you know, like the back of your hair, because obviously that's the lowest on your head, so it's going to hit lower than what's on the top. So, to figure out the number of inches my hair would have to grow to reach my goal of waist length hair, what I did was, I'm going to back up so you guys can see, hopefully you can see. What I did was basically took my tape measure. You guys can tell how short I am. And just put it to the nape of my neck and try to make sure it doesn't get twisted, because that will throw off your measurements. And this one feels twisted. Okay, I just untwisted it. And oh no, it's still twisted. See, this is why it's kind of difficult. Okay, I think that's good. I put it to the nape of my neck, and then making sure it's not twisted, pull it straight down to my waist, which is about here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm hoping you can. So from the nape of my neck in the back down to my waist, it's about here. And when I turn that over, that's like right at that's so backwards. 17 inches. Oh gosh. Yeah. It's about 17 inches. And sometimes when I measure, it hits at about 18 inches or so. So that 17 to 18 inches is about the length that I'm going for. So to determine how long it will take to reach that goal, basically you want to know how fast your hair grows. We're going to just use this one piece, just since I stretched it, now it's just like frizz and out of place and ugly. Ugh. Okay, whatever, sorry. So we're going to use the average rate of growth, which is about 1/2 inch a month. So if you grow about 1/2 inch a month, theoretically, you should be able to grow 6 inches in a year with 100% length retention. Now, I don't believe in 100% length retention. I don't think it's possible, because hair breaks. It's just natural, hair breaks. Even if it's moisturized and well taken care of, hair naturally is going to break. So, let's say using conservative measurements, you are able to retain 4 inches of length a year if you get frequent trims. I don't get frequent trims, but for this example, let's say you do. So if you retain 4 inches of length every year, and your goal is to grow 18 inches, obviously what you want to do is just divide 18 by 4. So 18 divided by 4 is 4 with a remainder of 2. So from that you could say, okay, then it would take me 4.5 years to grow 17 or 18 inches of hair with my regular trims. Now let's say you retain 5 inches, well, that's 10, but let's say you retain 5 inches of length a year because you don't get frequent trims, and you trim infrequently. Then divide again 18 by 5, you will get 3 with a remainder of 3. So that's about 3 years, and let's see, 3 is slightly more than half of 5, so a little less than 4 years is what you could about, round that to. So for me, my hair grows faster during certain times of the year, like the summer, like most people. And, I also take vitamins and do scalp massages and things like that. So, and I trim my hair once a year, or about every 8 months or so. I just don't find the need to do it more than that. My ends don't split. I mean, I'm sure some of them do, but not to the point where I could just take any random section, look at the ends, and see split ends. Like, I rarely ever find splits, and when I do, they're like micro splits, like 1/8 of an inch, that I just trim off and, I'm done with it. So yeah, that's basically how I determined that I should be at my goal of waist length hair when stretched by the time I'm about 3 to 3.5 years natural. Because, from the nape of my neck down to my waist, it's 17 inches, and, let's say I retained every single inch of hair that I grow in those 3 years. Then it would take, 3 years flat, because that's about 6 inches on average, and 6 times 3 is 18. So, I just thought that was a useful kind of tip, tool, trick thing that I did early on in my journey to determine, okay, how much time am I going to have to put into this to really reach my goal. I think when you set a hair goal, it's really, really important to have realistic expectations as far as the time, energy, and amount of work that's going to have to be put into accomplishing that goal. So, you know, obviously I can't expect to have waist length hair next year because I'll only be 2 years natural. But logically speaking, based on these calculations, I can pretty much assume that once I'm 2 years natural, I'll only have about 1 more to maybe 1.5 more years for my hair to be waist length when stretched. And again, this is gonna vary for people because I'm very, very, very petite. I'm under 5 feet tall. So yes, I'm under 5 feet tall. Yes, I'm 21. I'm not a kid. I'm just tiny. So it's gonna vary with your height. You know, on me, 17 inches comes down to my waist. On someone else who's, you know, maybe 5'5", 5'6", maybe, you know, taller, 17 inches is not going to be waist length hair. So it may take you longer to reach waist length, or if your hair grows faster than mine, it may take you the same amount of time or even less. So there's lots of factors to consider, not just the number of inches. You want to, you know, take into consideration how often you trim, how much you trim, when you trim, the rate of growth, and all of these other things. But it is possible to have a pretty accurate, I think, approximation of how long it will take you to reach your hair goals. So this video was really random and all over the place. I did a chunky twist out, did a length check, and then a mini tutorial, I guess you could call it. I don't know. But yeah, that's what all of this, that's everything that was in this video, and I hope it helped some of you. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you determine how long it will take you to reach your hair goals. Did you use the tape measure method? Is there another method that I'm, you know, not aware of? I would love to know. So yeah, continue the discussion. Please leave your comments. Rate this video. I really would appreciate that. And please subscribe. Also, in the description, I leave info for my blog, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Facebook. So, you know, check me out on those social networking sites as well. I don't have a Facebook fan page because I don't consider my subscribers fans. I really think of you all as like friends and people that I share my journey with. So I don't see myself ever creating a fan page. It's just not me. So if you're on Facebook, send me a friend request. You know, just send me a message. Hey, I'm a subby. You know, so I know who you are. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.